Hey everybody, welcome to this installment of Thoughts I Have Thunk. I wearing my new church T-shirt today from Topeka First Assembly of God. Thank you, Pastor Jody, for hooking us up with these. Um, I my pastor talked this week about faith, and he used as his text Romans 4:3. I said that right. Uh, if God saw Abraham's faith and accounted it as righteousness. Now, that's a paraphrase, but anyway, that's what it says. He looked at faith and saw it as righteousness. And so that got me thinking all this week about what is faith? What is the power of faith? Whenever God looks at faith, he doesn't see faith, he sees righteousness. So, what does that mean, even to me? And this is what I came up with. Uh, I have a friend of mine, Tim Hirsch, who years ago told me a story about when he was a little boy and he and his dad were out in the woods and it started snowing. And he was afraid that he would get lost in the snow because it changed the looks of everything. Of course, he was a little guy. And so his dad told him, he said, "Well, Tim, just walk behind me. Just watch the ground, and where you see my footstep, walk. And we'll get back to the truck okay." And so Tim remembered as a little boy looking down at the ground and seeing in the fresh fallen snow his dad's footprints. And he just kind of leaped from one to the other because he was a little guy. And they made it back, and he that made an impression on him. And he told the story to me, and I've thought about it, Tim, a lot since then. Um, I think that's a lot what faith is about. Is that God looks to see if we're following his footsteps. And if we are, if we have enough faith to leap to the next footstep, then he calls that faith, and he looks at the progress we're making, not the destination. And he looks back and he says they are doing righteousness, the right thing. That's the definition of righteousness, just a church word that means do the right thing. And so I have got to train myself to, in every situation, at every opportunity, to look ahead and see where Christ is stepping and then leap to it. And as I do that, that's walking by faith. Now, I sometimes get off, I blaze my own trail, and then I'm lost. And God looks back at me and he doesn't account that as doing the right thing. Sometimes I am crowding him. I'm trying to make him step before he steps. And that's not the right thing. But if I look ahead of myself and see that Christ is here, and so I take a leap to get where he is at and do it. Just a for instance for your day. If it's church day, is Jesus laying at home watching the tube, or is he at church? Well, I know Jesus well enough to know that he'd be at church. So I leap to church. And that's just an oversimplification. But I look at my finances, I look at my life, I look at what I should do and shouldn't do. I got a situation in front of me, and I've got two pathways. One of them is retaliation, and one of them is the steps of Christ. One of them is pleasing men. One of them is the steps of Christ. Now, will I ever get it wrong? You bet I will. I'm a master of it. But I want to the best of my ability, follow Christ. And so I leap ahead to where he is. And if I miss it, I just leap back where I know he was last, and then I follow him again. I wait for him, not spring ahead in fresh fallen turf, and not lag behind, letting the snow fill up the footprints. I just take a step ahead. And when God sees me taking a step ahead, he views it as righteousness. Cool, groovy. He views it as doing the right thing. So I want to ask you today, look ahead of you in your life. Who are you following? Are you following your family? They might be good people, but that's not following Christ. Are you following the trends of today? Are you following what people think of you? Sometimes we do all those things. I've got to retrain myself to look ahead and see where I really could consider Christ being and doing and saying and living, and then take that leap of faith. And God will look at it and he'll say, that's the right thing for him at this time. So anyway, that's my thought for I have thought thunk for today. And so God bless you. Come back next week. I'll be here. I don't know if you will be or not, but if you want to be, come on.